What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at one of the greatest of all time, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, in this WWE Ultimate version. So here we got Roman inside the packaging, and this is your standard Ultimate packaging. You got the cardboard, you got the window, where you can see all of the different accessories. And I'm not sure which version this is. It's been a while since I picked up started getting heavy into the wrestling figures. I did pick up quite a few back in the day, and then I kind of stopped. Um, and I'm kind of glad I did because I think this is the newest version of him, where his body is just a little bit different from the previous Ultimate version. So we got both of his belts. You can see the Ulafala in there. Looks really awesome. You got the side picture with his name. You can see the figure. And you can also see him, stats, other side with his name. Yeah, man, it looks pretty cool. And let's get him open, check him out. All right, so here we got Roman outside of the packaging, and this is the head sculpt that he comes with. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It just looks really weird to me. I wish, with his hair tied back like that, like that's pretty cool. I just wish he would have had the a more serious face. And this head seems to be a little loose, or bobbly. So, yeah, again, that head right there. Not my favorite. Probably last time you'll see it on this figure, because he comes with a head sculpt that you see on most Roman figures, which I like that one. That's the one that'll be on there. Really cool. I like that. Then he's got this other one with his hair flowing. He's spearing somebody. He's looking up, about to spear somebody, doing his little ooh ah. We got the Ulafala. Pretty cool, pretty nice. And it's big enough to just, drop right over. I love that. You've got two title belts. You got the WWE Championship and the Universal, both with his symbol on it. So that's pretty awesome. He has open hands, but he comes with two fists. And then he also comes with two of the ones. Acknowledge me. So that's pretty cool. One thing I do wish that he came with was one of his shirts. He doesn't come with one. I mean, it could have been any of them, but I don't know. Now I'm going to have to find one on like eBay or something like that for him. Because, I don't like, it's an Ultimate figure, and that's something, I think that should have been included with it. They are a little pricey, and but you've gotten these sculpts before, So how, and you've gotten the belts before. You just got the new plates. I mean, a lot of this is still kind of reused from other figures. You know what I mean? Or can be used for other ones. They're going to. You're saving money on it. Throw in the shirt. It would have helped complete this figure. So, closer look at his accessories. We've got the Universal title here. This nice soft plastic rubber feeling. Got the nice texturing in there. You got the nice gold going through it. And then again, you got his plates on there, which is a really nice touch to personalize it. I like that a lot. Pretty nice. Here in the middle, like in the symbol, just kind of get a little, I wish it was done a little bit better to make it look a little more premium. Compared to the back strap and the side plates, it just kind of looks a little, like not on the same level. The same thing goes with this WWE Championship. Nice texturing, everything like that. But when you get to the middle, like in here, the silver just doesn't hold up. Wish that would have been done just a little bit better. But I mean, it gets the job done, I guess, but you know, could have been done just a little bit better. You've got that screaming head, nice paint in there, pretty okay head sculpt. Not my favorite head sculpt. I get why they did it, but yeah, not my favorite. Got the nice soft hair. Looks like it's a different piece that's molded onto the head. Then you've got this head sculpt that's kind of been seen multiple times, this style. And the one that I will be leaving on him. Nice paint going through there. Nice texturing in the beard. Really cool. You've got, again, the ones. You got his gloves. The paint going around there. Nothing too crazy. You can see the mold lines in the going across the top, the knuckles, the fists. Nothing too crazy. Another closed fist glove. And that's it for his accessories. Oh, the Ulufalas here. Really nicely sculpted. No paint detail in there. A nice little black wash would have helped bring that out. And then we got Roman himself. So this Roman figure looks really good, but like the body type, the tattoos look really cool. You got the gloves with the symbol, his symbol on the wristband. Roman Reigns, his name on there. Then we've got the pants, the boots with the symbols. Pretty simple stuff, I guess. You've got, this sculpt here that shows like the belt and everything like that. But it doesn't really look that amazing, just all black like that. Like, I don't know if there's something they could do to really bring that out, more detailed. So overall, just looking at it, he looks pretty good, but basic in the same way. It's weird. All right, so here we're gonna check out his articulation. I'm gonna get this head sculpt off of him. I just don't like it. Plus, mine has smudges around his cheek and his lip. So I'm gonna pop that off. Put the main one. So we got this head sculpt here. And really the head sculpts kind of give you a little bit more articulation as far as the head goes. So you can look left to right. He kind of wants to look down, but his hair kind of helps push it back up. And then, of course, the sculpt back here stops it. You've got butterfly joints. T-pose. Arm goes up that far. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless. Elbows look good. The pegs and hinge for the hands. Diaphragm joint. That goes okay forward. Not the best. Goes back pretty far, which is going to be cool when you're doing like a spear. Rotates good. You've got a cut here at the waist. Leg goes forward pretty good that far. Back to neutral. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. Boot cut. Then the hinge and pivot. And then you even got a toe joint. So pretty nice articulation in there. Not bad. Get ready to lock up with somebody. Then, of course, with the other head, because the hair is, so you got this double ball peg. I'll put that head back on there real quick. So his head goes up and down, side to side, a little better. But again, not going to use that one. So here we got Roman holding both of his belts and the ulafala around his neck, which, you can do this different ways. You can put it under the hair or on top of it. I think I like it on top of it. If you go under, it kind of makes it a little more tough to move that head if you want to. But I mean, that shot right there looks really awesome. So here we got Roman throwing up the one, telling everybody to acknowledge him, which is pretty cool. I love this run that he had as tribal chief. I think it's, this run is gonna be pretty iconic, just like Mark Henry's Hall of Pain run. Like, really, really awesome. But yeah, there he is. Looks really awesome. Just like that. That's probably how I'll display him. And now we'll check out a couple comparisons. So for our first comparison, we've got, to start with, of course, a Roman Reigns figure. So this is an earlier Roman from, back in the day I was collecting a lot more of these guys, the wrestling figures. I kind of stopped for a while. It just felt like it was getting kind of crazy and just wasn't getting like the best versions of them. And that's my goal, is to get at least one version of every figure or character at least that I really associate with them and that I really like. I don't need 12 Roman figures with the shield vest on, you know what I mean? Even if they do, just put like a different decal on there or anything like that. So, I mean, you could tell the difference between these two. Check out these head sculpts. I mean, this is way early. Look at the eye color, the goatee, the paint, trying to paint in his hairline. One thing I noticed is that because this is like an earlier version of him, the pants, like the pocket area, it's a little more defined there. Versus, on the Ultimate version, it's pretty soft. It's like the mold is just getting wore out, so the details kind of get lost a little bit more. The tattoos look pretty good, but they look darker on the new one. Plus, he's got more. The hair looks better on the new one. I think the sculpt looks better, everything. So pretty cool to see, how drastic or how far it's come. It should get better, as always. Of course, this one is an elite version from back in the day, so he has the single jointed elbow versus the new one has, of course, the diaphragm cut, the double joints. So pretty cool. One thing that I do think I'm going to end up doing is they made a new elite version of him with his undisputed title, his unified title, the gold one, which this one should have came with also. They put it on him, and so what I may do is end up taking that head sculpt and putting it on this shield body, if I gotta get the figure anyways. So that could end up being a pretty cool head swap, because right now this one just looks, I don't know, they did a good job trying to sculpt it, I guess, but then I guess they went to the face tech, so, and look at that, just drastic. Right, and for the next comparison, we've got Roman next to Afa and Zika, and really cool to see them together. The skin tones are different, and as I bring out more of these of the Islanders, you'll see different skin tones. But they also change with like the age of them, because they all vary throughout the years. So yeah, they look really good next to him. Bigger bodies, and they're even taller than he is, and they don't got boots on, so it's pretty cool. They look really nice, and they got new versions of them coming out that I'm probably still debating, because again, I like to get just one version of them, but that one has two different head sculpts, so you can get their classic look and their older look. But I think their lava lavas are a little different, so pretty cool. For this next comparison, we got Rikishi and Umaga, and to my other favorite big guys. So Rikishi is the shortest, which I don't know how true that is to be that short compared to everybody else. Umaga is taller than Roman. His body is slimmer than Rikishi's, but taller. But they look really, really good together. Pretty cool. And I love his rap, his level of him a lot more. I love this rap. It looks really nice compared to everybody else's. I do like theirs. But that red and white just pops. Really cool. And I think they are releasing that figure again, re-releasing. Or they have done it a couple times, but I think this is the first time in the line, that version. And Rikishi's getting another release. I can't remember if he came with another head sculpt or not. I'm tired of having like that face like that, you know? I wish he would have had a second one, neutral face. I'm all about like a neutral face, something that can be used in multiple scenes. You can't really have him getting speared smiling, you know, or getting thrown off a cell. And he's just happy on the way down. Doesn't look right. And for our next one, we got Yokozuna and The Rock. This is an older Rock figure. I do have a newer Ultimate version. It's just somewhere in the bins. I gotta find that guy. Because this guy right here is looking very dated. Like that head sculpt. Just looks really odd looking at it now. But yeah, Yoko's big dude, big body. He's a little bit... he's probably about the same height as Roman. The Rock is just a slightly bit taller. So, yeah, I mean, they look really cool together. Alright, so there we have it. We've got this Ultimate Roman, which I really like. I think it's a pretty cool figure, especially compared to the last Roman figure that I got. Again, you can see the differences in their sculpt and everything. Definitely improved all their figures over time, which is really cool. And I love that I still have all my other Samoan figures, my Islanders. Pretty cool to see them all together. My goal is to get the rest of the bloodline. And, you know, I never picked up Jimmy and Jay back in the day because they had the face paint going on. And it just wasn't my thing. And then when the bloodline, you know, story kicked off and they got their new looks, I ended up picking up the ringside exclusive 2-pack, which I will be reviewing sometime in the future. That's a look that I can get with. That they look really good, so I'm looking forward to opening that and checking those out and building out the bloodline. You know, eventually I'll find me a decent Sami Zayn, and then I gotta get Paul. So that's gonna be pretty cool. And then eventually, you know, with this new storyline evolving, you know, I'll get me some of those Tongans because I like those guys too. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see these guys. Again, still need Jimmy J, see the rest of them. I guess get back to the figure itself. The pants, the sculpts in the pants are getting a little soft from the mold being reused over and over and over. It is a lot of reuse. They should have included that undisputed belt, the gold one, his gold one. Then I don't like the smiling head. I don't like that. I like the hair because he does wear hair like that sometimes. Should have had like a more stern face with it. I don't like this playfulness version of him. I want the wreck everyone and leave, you know? That's the version that I want to see. So, pretty crazy. I think that's probably my biggest downsides right there. It's just the pants, which is not a super big deal, but that head sculpt I wanted to be different. And then the championship belt. Other than that, I think it's pretty cool, and I can't wait to mess with these figures some more. Yeah, maybe he ends up getting his stop motion. I got to. I love Tribal Chief so much. Like, it's just too cool not to. So, yeah, that's a look at these guys so far. Hopefully this gave you a better look at them or him. you know, to see whether you want to add this one to your collection. Again, there's an elite version out there now that has the gold belt with him, and he might be just good enough for you, you know, or anybody else. I'm still looking at it. I'm probably gonna pick it up. I wouldn't feel bad about it because it looks to be really awesome. Also, oh, another thing, he should have came with a T-shirt. That's one thing. He should have came with, you know, something shirt-wise. Again, because it is a lot of reuse. They're saving money. Just throw that in there. Make it the ultimate figure. You know. So yeah, other than that, that's all I got. I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.